getting ready to go to the gym, and I'll take you guys along for that. But I have noticed on Instagram especially that a lot of people kind of want to like hear about my transformation from pregnancy through now. I'm gonna go over 5 different points throughout this video as to what really helped me get from, you know, 60 pounds gained through pregnancy to kind of like back to normal. Not like totally back to normal, but I didn't really want to be in the first place. So let's go to the gym, let's get some food, and we'll talk about it. This is my pre-workout of choice. I usually just try to do something small. If I get too much in my stomach, then I'm like lethargic. You want a bite? Come here. Yeah. So number 1 and most important thing in postpartum is food. And I know you'll hear that over and over again. Of course it's important, just even if you're not postpartum. Wow, that was a big bite. If you are not gonna track your macros, which is what I would recommend to kind of like get honed in on your diet, track your protein, at least get 100 grams. That goes for everybody. You could track your calories, and if you're breastfeeding, then you'll want like an extra 300 calories. I want my bar. And then whatever you do, even if you're not tracking calories, protein, whatever, just put in the work to be consistent. No overeating than undereating, and getting in that pattern. Keep everything the same, which is kind of why I would recommend tracking calories, because then you can at least shoot for a certain amount every single day and keep it steady for your body. Meal prepping and planning ahead is obviously gonna be the best thing that you can do, but let's be real, that's really hard in postpartum. So just take like 2 hours a week where you prep things like protein noodles, you have veggies to reach for, you know, you have pre-prepped meat, whether you buy it or I'm dripping. Whether you buy it or you get it from a company. Those things are gonna help you so much because you really only have like 5 to 10 minutes, especially with a little baby, to grab it out of the fridge. Make sure you have healthy choices to grab. During pregnancy, I kind of let myself just eat whatever I wanted just because I had a lot of food aversions and nothing really sounded good most of the time. And I was also kind of nauseous. But in postpartum, that's not really true anymore. Your body is just kind of back to normal. So you need to start making better choices. So something you can think about is making food swaps. So things that you're normally eating, like bag of Cheetos, there's nothing wrong with some Cheetos now and then, especially if it's in a little tiny bag. But think about the things that you're reaching for and try to swap them for something different. So protein chips, lower fat, lower carb options like this, rather than reaching for the chips. Now that I've got a little bit of food in me, let's go to the gym. Started with 10 minutes of cardio. I'm dying. I did rowing for 40 seconds on, 20 seconds slow. So a nice little hit, and then I gotta get out of here pretty soon, so we're gonna do arms. Finished that workout in like 30 minutes. I'm pretty dead, so just goes to show you can always get a workout in a short period of time. And I guess that's my next point. You're gonna need to get some kind of activity in multiple times a week. Once you've been cleared for workouts, you know, after the 6 weeks, or maybe it takes you 10 weeks, I don't know. Hopefully you've been doing a little bit like walking, but the next step is just being realistic about what you can actually do for activity. I'm gonna recommend that you lift. Obviously that's what's gonna change your body composition the most. So don't just think about cardio, you know, getting your steps in, that's all like really important. But I want you to think about lifting 2 to 3 times a week. If you don't know what workouts to do for lifting, I'm gonna make it real easy for you. I have an app with daily workouts on them. All you have to do is subscribe. I think it's $20 a month. Or you can join one of my challenges and you have 6 weeks of workouts forever and ever, and you can just cycle through them. So every day you walk into the gym, you know what you're gonna do. You just follow my videos, do the reps and sets. Or there's plenty of free stuff. Google it, 3-day workout split, and look up some workouts. I think for most new moms, or even like most new parents, it can feel really overwhelming to just think about where you're gonna get a workout in, how you're gonna do that. Even 20 minutes or that 30-minute workout I did, like that's awesome, that's enough. You're doing enough, okay? But I didn't get to where I am today not showing up for myself. So you're not always going to be motivated to go to the gym, but if you set a routine, set that schedule, and be dedicated to it, that's what matters. Your consistency and showing up for yourself matters over everything. Which brings me into the next point. Number 3 is just giving things time and patience. Obviously, it's like from the time I got pregnant to now, it's been 4 years. So it's been years of time. Don't fall for that, you know, oh, it takes just a couple weeks to get back to your, you know, pre-pregnancy body. I'm not even back to where I was, okay? I still got a little bit of chub in my stomach. Like, it's just, I'm still probably even like 10 pounds over where I started. So just remember that. Like, you might not always, you know, get back to the point you were, but you're so much different now. So I don't think you even should have a desire to get back to where you were. You're better now. You're a mom now, you know? Where's she at? Where's my child? Letty! Hi! Yeah. Should we get your Barbies out? Go to your Barbie house?
Yeah, in my other house. Mommy, see?
Straight from the gym, right into Barbies and mom life, which honestly is my favorite part of life. You do have to remember that life gets busy and you need someone to hold you accountable. That's my next piece, is just having accountability through either a coach or a spouse or a friend. So bring a friend with you to the gym and schedule that time so that they can hold you accountable to showing up to the gym and showing up for yourself even when you don't want to. Maybe your spouse can just check you a little bit, like, hey, like, you know, is that food really, you know, what you, how you're gonna reach your goal? And not in a mean way, of course, but you know, you need that in your life because you're not gonna do it, especially as a mom, when you're tired and you don't feel like eating healthy or going to the gym. Like, you need people in your life that support your goals and keep you working toward your goals. Letty went down for a nap. I got my little protein bar. I am finishing up some work things, making sure everything's just good to go for the weekend. Wanted to touch on the last piece. And I think a lot of people forget about this, but you are gonna want to track your progress. That could be progress photos every week, month, bi-monthly. That could be measurements. Highly recommend measurements because you won't always see the progress on the scale. So yes, you can track your weight, but it's not going to be as reliable as far as, you know, marking progress over time. You know, sometimes you won't lose weight in a month, especially if you're breastfeeding or especially at your like end of postpartum, you're not losing weight like drastically like you were in the beginning. So make sure that you are tracking your progress via other routes. So you could go by how like clothing is fitting you. You want more like static things to measure. So yes, weight, yes, measurements on your body. But progress photos are going to be really telling too, and you'll be surprised because you won't always see that progress like day to day. We're with ourselves every single day, looking in the mirror, and you get kind of derailed, honestly, and maybe a little discouraged just going day to day. So track that progress. If you need a coach, get a coach. If you need your husband to do it and look at your results versus you, do that if that's what makes you feel the most confident and comfortable. Everyone's postpartum pregnancy journey is so different, and that's what I found out in mine. I gained a lot more weight than a lot of people that I know, but if you'll see my progress over the last, you know, 3 or 4 years, it's been slow, but it's been so worth it. So glad that I didn't like rebound and I just stuck with my goals. I hope this entire video and all the points helped you out. Let me know, comment below if there's anything that I forgot, something that really helped you in your postpartum or pregnancy journey in making that transformation that you wanted. Subscribe if you haven't. Like this video, you're worth it.